Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. I'm so glad you've joined me here today. I hope you're having a fabulous day or night whenever you're with us. Today's pop-up is going to be a good one, you guys. They usually are, but this one's going to be particularly interesting. We're going to be chatting about things this person thinks and feels, but does not say to you, okay? So things that they really feel inside, their thoughts that they might not necessarily want you to know about. These are things that they keep to themselves. They keep hidden away, lock and key. We're going to be unpacking that for you here today, and I hope to be as detailed as possible with you. As we go along in today's reading, it's really important that you listen to your intuition. This is a collective reading, so take messages if, when, and how they resonate. Leave behind any that do not. If you do find yourself resonating with today's message, I would absolutely love it if you would like the video and subscribe for more readings in the future. Basically, what we're going to do is get started with the oracle cards I've pulled for us here. After we're done with that, we will hop into the tarot where I'll dive even deeper. We'll get a few channeled messages out later on in the reading. And then we'll also pull some astrology dice, tiles, and charms. That portion of the reading is for extra confirmation, extra info. You might want to get a pen and paper out if you like to take notes, particularly if you happen to know your astrology chart or theirs. You might see placements for extra confirmation. And then as always, we will close today's reading off with a message just for you from universe. Okay, so let's get started by introducing all of the cards. We have the moth, stingray, dragon, and fish. This is the solar plexus chakra. We have moonlit, embrace uncertainty, quicksilver moon with changes, moonflower, take a risk, the lover, the unseen, the one, the mentor, and the warrior. Okay. So the very first thing I noticed about our spread here today is how the two eyes happened to fall on top of each other. This was not intentional. It just happened as I was laying things out that they came out that way. I started with the cards down below here and then pulled a row up top, and this one just happened to fall in alignment with the eye card. So it's quite possible that you and this person have really intense eye contact with one another, or maybe they feel something really strongly when they look into your eyes, but they don't want you to know that. That is quite common in higher level soul connections. The eye contact can be like through the roof, off the charts. It can be really intense. Particularly if you have a really close soul bond with a person. It's almost like you can read this person's thoughts and energies through the eye contact, and that might be quite intimidating to this person. Sometimes you can even have profound spiritual experiences through eye contact, depending on the type of soul connection we're talking about. Also, side note, this person might believe that you can almost read their mind or read their energy through the eye contact. So they might sometimes avoid making eye contact with you because they feel exposed. They feel vulnerable when you lock eyes with each other. Okay? So just keep that in mind. There's something about the eye contact the two of you share that they don't want to let you know how they really feel about that. There's something off about it, which is interesting. They feel exposed, they feel vulnerable, or maybe they've had some kind of profound experiences while locking eyes with you, but they don't want you to know that for some reason. Maybe it just makes them feel too exposed or vulnerable and they like to hide away. So this person might even try to avoid making eye contact with you. So another thing that they don't want you to know is that they really struggle with changes, okay? Your person struggles with changing the pace and being adaptable. So maybe this connection, excuse me, by the way, you guys, I'm going to be clearing my throat a little bit in today's reading. There might be some coughs or sniffles here and there. I'm sick, unfortunately, again, and I am doing my very best. And I'm feeling better than I was the last couple days, but still just making it clear, you're probably going to hear a little bit of that come out in today's reading, okay? Anywho, as I was saying, I think your person does not like to change things up. Maybe they've gotten really used to a certain pattern or routine in their life, and something about this connection you share changes that or forces them to change in a way. That's another indicator of a high level soul connection versus a karmic connection. I see a lot of notes of that in here, by the way. There's a lot of notes indicating this is probably a high level soul connection. We'll get to that later on in the reading. But usually those types of soul connections do force us to grow. They force us out of our comfort zone, into healing and becoming better versions of ourselves. And I think that's a bit intimidating to your person because they've gotten quite used to their old patterns, their old wounds, their old stuff that the ego wants them to stay stuck in. And so sometimes they feel a little bit uncomfortable because in this connection, they're forced to grow, or they're forced to acknowledge things that need to be healed within them. And it's a bit scary. It feels risky to them. They're a bit averse to change, but at the same time, they kind of are loving it, okay? It's like a love-hate relationship that they have with this change that comes through this connection. Because at the same time, it feels intimidating, maybe a little bit risky or scary, and they want to resist it. They also love it. They love being pushed out of their comfort zone, and they are starting to see more potential in themselves. And the interesting thing is that I think it's actually boosting their confidence. Maybe you've gotten a chance to witness this person accomplish certain goals or make big strides in their personal or spiritual growth. And if you've gotten the chance to witness that, first of all, that's awesome. I love that for you and for your person. And I think that they really are loving seeing those changes in themselves too. It makes them feel like they're stepping into their full power when they embrace this instead of get scared and run away from it. So they do want to embrace the uncertainty of these changes and take a risk with you. It's a little bit scary and they might resist it for a while. But at the end of the day, when they do make those big strides, they're like feeling a lot better about themselves because they're healing and they're growing. And the ego likes to run away from change because the ego loves to stay with what feels familiar, even if it's not serving our highest good. But with growth and change comes higher levels of being. So your person at the end of the day is really grateful for that. And in fact, I think that's one of the main things that draws them to you in this connection. I love that the 1 is kind of coming out at the very center of our spread here today. I think you make them feel closer to you on a spiritual level. There's something about this connection that makes them feel like they're in tune with the universe. And spoiler alert, we all are always. Everything is interconnected. We are all a part of the one. But maybe this is the first time your person's gotten to actually have that sensation and feel that, and maybe they haven't had that inner knowing before. I think that they're making big strides in this connection, and their pride might prevent them from saying that to you out loud. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like to admit that they needed healing or they need change in their life. This person could be a perfectionist or quite stubborn. Maybe they like other people to think that they have it all together. But yeah, there's something about this connection that makes them actually grow and test their limits. And they love it, but low-key, they don't want you to know because they want you to think that they're already perfect and amazing just as they are and nothing is wrong. And I'm not saying that's not the case. We are all deserving of love exactly for where we're at right now. But your person just has maybe almost like a love-hate relationship with themselves, honestly. Okay. All right, so let's dive into the tarot. I'm feeling pretty good. I guess the last thing I want to mention here is that Pisces energy could be important with the fish coming out. We also have 2 notes of water sign energies and a little bit of air. So this person could have dominant water or air in their chart. Maybe you do. And I'm also noticing the symbolism of the swan here, which to me does also indicate high-level soul connections. Okay, let's clean it up. Let's pack it up here. Give me a moment, and then I'm also gonna just run over to my counter and grab a drink of tea real quickly so my throat doesn't start getting all fuzzy on us. So give me a second. Be right back. BRB. Okay, perfect. I don't have room on my desk for my glass right now, so I have to run around when I want something to drink. Anyway, all right, let's do some tarot. So talk to me a little bit more about this, please, spiritual team. This person's thoughts and feelings that they do not share with the viewer. Their hidden thoughts, their hidden feelings. That was the Four of Cups. I'll grab that in a minute, you guys. Yep. Because we have more cards that are wanting to fall away right now. I think that was the Eight of Pentacles. I'll grab it in a second, you guys. Your person struggles with feeling empowered. They struggle, they have wounded masculine energy, okay? Everybody has masculine and feminine energy within us, just to make that clear. Your person doesn't have to be a masculine for this to be your reading. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Your person seems to be operating in a more wounded masculine energy versus divine masculine energy, but this connection brings out their divine masculine energy. And that's another thing they don't want you to know, okay? Because maybe that hurts their ego, it wounds their ego for them to think about not already being like this. I just heard top of the line person. I don't know why that came out. Maybe that's something that they say. They want you to think that they're already picture perfect. They have their life together, but this connection challenges the heck out of them. Okay, hold on a second, you guys. I think I need to cough. Ugh. I swear I've been sick like 5 times this year since it began, and I'm just so over it. I'm so done with it. Okay. Oh, anyway. So we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Emperor, Queen of Swords, Page of Swords, and Queen of Wands. Okay. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so I think your person tends to get really bored in their life. They're always maybe looking for thrills or exciting things to happen, and it's because they're putting off doing their inner work. And I hate to say that, and I hate to see that, but you might find that they have some kind of an avoidant tendency. Like when problems come up in their life, they try to do things to distract themselves from it. They try to run away from thinking about what's going wrong. It's because they don't like to sit in that energy. But then at the same time, they've struggled with making real changes and self-improving. This connection, however, encourages them to make big strides and improve themselves. And we've already been talking about that a lot. The tarot's really just confirming this. You bring out their divine masculine energy. You bring out their inner motivation to improve, to work through things, to make big changes. And again, sometimes they're like, they want to turn their head to it. They want to avoid it. It's too much for them to handle. But for the most part, they really love that about you. You make them want to be a better version of themselves. And sometimes they might clash with you on that because their ego wants to fight back. But for the most part, they're happy about it. Something about communication issues and truth could be another lesson that they're learning, and they don't want to tell you about that. Not gonna lie, this person could have had issues with being honest. They might be a bit of a liar or a manipulator, or they might like to fudge the truth with like little white lies, I guess you could say. That could be a habit or a pattern that they have, and it doesn't fly with you. That's also something they don't want you to know. Because maybe this person is very charming and charismatic, and they find it easy to manipulate others. Not necessarily in like a dark and sinister way, but it could be that maybe this person is really used to getting what they want out of connections. They just know how to say the right things or smooth over the situation to, you know, kind of skirt by and not face consequences to their actions. Like they're really used to kind of BSing their way through life with people, but with you, it doesn't fly. And that's another thing that they feel challenged about. In fact, I love the illustration on this card because that's kind of proving my point here. It's like if you imagine this bending sword as being your person trying to manipulate or smooth things over with you or charm you with their words. It's like you turn it into light. It's illuminated. You're like, okay, I can see right through this. Why are you even trying right now? You can't BS me. It's like really frustrating to them. And they don't want you to know that they see that within you. And low key, they freaking love it, okay? Part of them gets frustrated because they can't BS you, they can't fool you. But at the same time, they're like, okay, I respect you because you test me, because you push me like no one else has ever pushed me before. And they feel like, yeah, you're the one. You're the one that they need in their life. That you drive them crazy sometimes, but they're like, I know that I need that. At the end of the day, this person knows that they need someone just like you, even though you drive them crazy sometimes. I'm loving the energy, honestly, you guys. Let's get out some messages from your person now. And you know, I wasn't planning on it, but I think I'm gonna end up doing an extended today. So we're gonna talk about what you can expect next from this person in today's extended, their next plans, their next actions. If you want to join me over there, you can find it straight over on Patreon, or you can click the link, which I will put in the description box and the pinned comment. And you do get a good bang for your buck on Patreon, you guys. You get over 240 additional exclusive and extended readings, and I'm always adding new ones to it. So it's only going to continue to go up from here. And it's roughly only $5 a month. So super affordable. Definitely get a good bang for your buck. And it's also another way to support my channel, you guys. If you enjoy my free YouTube readings and you want to support the channel, the community, and the work, that's a super easy way to do it, and you get something pretty awesome at the same time. So, okay. So, like, they just gave me a message that this person feels like you are too good to be true. You're out of their league in some way, but they don't want you to know that they see that. It's almost like they want to trick you into thinking that they're on your level, because they don't want you to leave. But they know dang well that they probably could not get better than you. Like, you're the best that they've ever had. They know that, and they low-key don't want you to think that because they're afraid you'll leave them if you discover that you can do better. I don't know. It's interesting. Anyway, we have finding out the truth crushed me. Just being near you is intoxicating. I knew exactly what I was doing. They do know what they're doing when they try to manipulate you. I don't react when people mention you. I want you to be happy. Please see past my facade. We will be together one day. I'm starting to wake up, and who cares what they think? You might have gossipers, okay? There could be third parties that are gossipy, or trying to meddle into this connection. These could be friends, family members, co-workers. It could even be exes or something like that, but there's definitely some people that are trying to meddle in your business in this connection. But your person, this is a green flag. This person is not listening to what they have to say. They form their own judgments about you. If people are trying to shade your name or whatever it is, your person doesn't give them the time of day. They ignore it. They don't care what other people have to say about you. They have their own opinions. Their ego is being tested here with this. And yes, they do try to lie or schmooze you over or manipulate, or skirt by. They know what they're doing. This person isn't an idiot. They know what they're doing. They've done this before with other people, and it usually works, but it doesn't work with you. And that's why they're so attracted to you, because you don't put up with the BS like other people do. And that low-key makes them respect you so much more, because you are not like the others at all whatsoever. And please see past my facade. You already do. You already do. And this person knows that, and they like that about you a lot. They do want you to be happy. They want to be with you, and they are working on healing and learning these lessons and changing. But it's still in the beginning stages for them. They still have a lot of work to do, and they know that. They really do. Whew, this is turning out to be a very interesting reading, you guys. And thank you for that, by the way. All right, let's get out some tiles, charms, and astro dice now. But before I do, I'm gonna go get another drink of tea because I just don't want to start coughing for you guys. So bear with me. This is your excellent opportunity to like and subscribe, by the way, if you haven't already. Okay, and this is going to get noisy, especially the astro dice, so turn down the volume if that will bother you. I'm going to roll it 3 times. You might see placements in your chart and or theirs. Okay, so we have Gemini, Venus, and North Node. Gemini, Venus, and North Node. We have Cancer, Moon, and Neptune. Cancer, Moon, and Neptune. Okay, so you or your person could have Cancer, Moons, or Neptunes. We also have Sagittarius, Venus, and Mercury. Okay. Oh, do you see this? It like hooked onto it like an earring. So we're taking that too, I suppose. This is way more charms than I planned on. Perfect. Paul, somebody's name could be Paul. I know we don't have a U, but I saw it right away. Oh, we do. We do have a U. So somebody's name could definitely be Paul, or maybe Raul. Somebody's name could be Raul. This is interesting because we have like a lot of repeating letters coming out suddenly. We have lots of R's, okay? And then I swear, did I already move it over? Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll read all the letters out loud in a second, you guys. Some of you like that because it can be hard to see. Wyoming. Somebody could be from Wyoming. I just heard the word patch. Patch, like patches, arm patch, I don't know. We have P-A-U-L-H, R-E-E-R-R-Y-W, and P. This could also be an M, but I'm pretty sure it's a W. Okay, so those could be letters, initials. If you guys want to do a word scramble to see what words come out, you're welcome to comment those down below too. My eye instantly got drawn to the third party charm, okay? We have a triangle and a square. I don't know, maybe there's a love triangle or a love square going on here. We did have notes of other parties trying to meddle in your business, okay? And I feel like you'll know who these people are. It's not a secret to you. If that resonates, you will know. If it doesn't, let it fly. We have a whale. You force this person to go deeper into their emotions. We have a flower. You bring out their inner sweetness. We have a flamingo here, which is weird because it's almost like not even a pink flamingo. It's like a flamingo that hasn't eaten enough shrimp or whatever it is that they eat that colors their fur, or not their fur, their feathers pink. Okay, so I've never gotten this message before, but maybe this person doesn't do enough to nourish themselves. They might struggle with their health or eating healthy. They might not be eating the right foods for them. Maybe this person needs to go eat some more fruits and vegetables, to be honest with you. I don't know, but anyway, that's weird. We have a butterfly. Change is going to continue to happen. It's the nature of this connection. It's not stopping anytime soon. And then we have the moon, which is divine feminine energy. Okay, maybe you embody a lot of divine feminine energy. That's a hair, by the way. It's not like a ghost moving that tile. I should have just... Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You guys would have been like, what's going on there? It's a hair. Okay, anyway. Let's get you a couple personal messages out, and then we'll hop into the extended, you guys. Hi, Lolly. You gotta pop in at the end of the reading, huh? You want to say hi to everyone? He's just looking at me. You guys can't see it right now, but he's like just eyes behind the couch. He's just staring at me with just eyes like, hello, you haven't given me any attention in the reading so far, Mom. Okay, anyway, these are just for you. Your first message is the loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. And then your affirmation of the day is... I embrace the rhythm of life and let it unfold. And I invite you to affirm this with me by commenting it down below or writing it down. Bonus points if you stick it up on your mirror. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, take 3 deep breaths and calmly repeat this affirmation. Also try looking into a mirror. So yeah, you could write it down and stick it up on your mirror, repeat it a couple times a day or something. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to leave the reading here and go into the extended, where we will talk about your person's next moves towards you. So I hope to see you over there, but if you're leaving me here today, I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I would love to see you for a future reading. Bye for now. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Songs of the day are Machine Head by Bush, Grave by Thomas Rhett, and Online Songs by Blink-182. Okay. All right. See you guys.